Hey, welcome everybody. Real quick, yesterday I said I would update you on things. I said don't sell this market short. The Algo optimizer did a phenomenal job yesterday. Just to take a quick review, let's look. Crude oil, as I said, was short yesterday. And what does it do? That was the short that you saw on the video. It covered the position on the close because that's what this program does. Let's go to Format Strategy. This is the Algo 17 Extreme. Let's go to check out the format right now, and you'll see, yep, exit, end of day. Boom, hit OK, close it up. This morning, we come into the day, and I already said, hey, it was short a position. My volume indicator was indicating that selling pressure was drying up, so it got out of half the position, and it trailed the stop on the balance, did a nice job. Just went short again right now. It's making a little bit of money going with that volume trend direction. This has had a really incredible day. An incredible week, as you can see these trade signals here on the Algo optimizer. Now, that's what you see on your screen. You see that right now we're long, the S&Ps just went long in the spider. Now that to me is kind of not risky. It's actually a pretty good trade because in accordance to looking at 60-minute models, the market, sometimes retail traders, we have a problem paying high. But I think this is a really good, strong case that we've broken out in the market. The advanced decline 363 is very powerful. And as far as our algos on a day trade, since we came into the trading room this morning, I said, gang, right now, our models, the 5-minute went long this morning, and a couple trades that we addressed in our live trading room. I said, yeah, the thing went short, lost 3 or 6 ticks, excuse me. Didn't even lose a point and a half. But on 2 lots, it got stopped out. It reversed and went long. And I said, I really like that long position. And we were promoting people this long position in the live trading room. Why? It broke out of the resistance, last conditional change, and it has trailed the stop. Now, it did exit the trade. It was a big trade today, big trade on this 5-minute model. Why did it get out? It got out for only one reason. It maxed barred out. Now, here's where the volume is starting to trickle lower. It's starting to show we're losing a little bit of momentum here. So what does that mean? It means that it's coming into lunch hour. It means that a lot of people are scratching their head wondering, should I be buying here? Or let's take a look. Our higher time frame model, the 15 minutes, which yesterday just absolutely knocked the crap out of the ball out of the park. And I mean, this is, again, a wonderful program that we've put together. And again, this is something that we have promoted time and time again. You can come to our live trading room. You can see these signals. We get everyday market commentary in our live trading room. But these signals are based off a back-tested result using, once again, the Person Algo Optimizer 17 version 2. What does that mean? Well, we changed a lot of things on this. And again, this system only trades between these hours, 8:50 to 3:25. It exits end of day. A lot of different variables that we put in here. It does take PPS buy signals. It has a risk reward. It has a moving average confirmation. This actually will only take buy signals if it closes above a 10-period moving average of the high. How did we figure that out? Because this program that we created allows us to optimize that and helps to filter out weak buy and sell signals. So what does that also mean? Might not take every single trade. So therefore, what did it do today? What it did is it met the criteria. The volume was looking great. I said, guys, you got a 5-minute long, you got a 15-minute long. Here's your entry right here. Here is your stop, and it got out of its first profit target right there. It is still trailing the stop on the second position. Let's go and review our trade manager's box. Here it is. It's long since, again, 10 a.m. because it's a 15-minute model. So every 15 minutes. So at the 10 o'clock bar, boom, it popped into the long position. The one single contract, it's only long one, up $1,262, $1,250. When that generates an exit, and it will get out not on a holding, it'll get out on a holding period max bar, which we're not going to give out all our secrets, right? But if you're interested, we got a webinar tonight. If you can't make it tonight, then you want to watch the recording of that webinar. But this is a very powerful research tool and trading tool because as I say, if the system goes long and you're dying to sell short, at least wait for this thing to what? Get out of the long position. The inverse of what I said yesterday. If the system is short and you're dying to buy the dip, don't do it, man. And that's why I think that yesterday I said it was the end of the month. It's Jerome Powell. There's a lot of things going on in this market, friends. And I got to tell you this. I'm not just impressed with the market. I'm drooling at this market. We have so many different trades that we got going on with our analysis combined with our weekly newsletter that I think that if you're not joining us, you're doing yourself a major disservice in learning how to trade and use this program properly. Let me tell you something. There isn't very many sectors today that are weak. Let's take a quick look at what I'm referring to. Okay, so this is our main trade analysis page using TradeStation, the person lifetime package. So let's take a look at this. What's weak today? XOP. All right, we were long Hess and we got out with a trailing stop profit. We were long Occidental. We got long and we trailed our stop and it got stopped out with a small profit. We're out of the energy sector. Regional banks. The KRE, it's taking a little breather today. It's had a big run up in the market. Don't fade this sector. I think it's going to see continued upside. But let's look at the true strength of the market right now. And I'm just going to point something out to you. While the gold miners are up, okay, great, weaker dollar, maybe, you know, that theory, or just in general, the gold miners are making some money, but they got shellacked a little bit. But technology, semis, and biotech now leading the way. How good is biotech? Well, it's 11:50 a.m. We've got 2 hours, less than 2 hours and 30 minutes in the day. Less than half the day, and we got better than, look, more than half the daily 10-day average volume. This is a big move in biotech. Don't fade this market. Next, housing's doing well. Materials are doing well. Look at the volume structure. Look here, consumer staples. People are spending money. A lot of your different staples are doing quite well. We had a great position in Philip Morris, made money. Probably sad I got out of it and didn't get back in. But the moral of the story, we're racking up a lot of decent trades because this indicator right now is helping us to be in the right stocks in the right sector. And that's why yesterday I said, don't sell this market short on this breakdown. There's too many positive things that are happening. Lastly, take a look, gang. XRT is now breaking out. And if it breaks out tomorrow, Friday, above this area of resistance, and I'll share this with you on a wider screen. If we can get the retail sector to break out, already volume trend is up, relative strength is now fuchsia, and this is the person's market catcher, PMC relative strength tool. If we can get a price breakout, it will give a movement in the retail space that'll help launch the S&Ps to even stronger, higher levels. So that's why I said there's too many things here not to fade this market right now. So there's a lot going on in the market. The mid caps, by the way, looking at the MIDI, MDY, the Russell taking a little back seat today, only up 0.8%. But boy, I'll tell you what, I mean, this is one that's perplexed a lot of people. This might be the Trumpism trade, meaning everyone thought mid-cap stocks don't pay a dividend. Fund managers didn't want to be in it because they didn't see growth, and they say a lot of these small-cap companies, they don't pay a dividend, and they depend on large-cap companies to order from them, blah, blah, blah. I get that. This isn't bad. This is the fact that, or these stocks, it doesn't represent that stocks aren't making money. It's not showing that there's bad companies in the Russell. It shows that there's a buyer strike of the investors on the institutional level that don't believe this trade yet. Yet, keyword. If we get a breakout in the Russell, and if we see with right now, the weekly charts have an improved volume, improved relative strength over the S&Ps. By the way, we're going to want to have exposure to the Russell in the second half of the year because this thing could break out. So again, it might not be moving right now, but we've got too many good looking stocks. And here's two that I think you should be paying attention to. One is Apple. Why didn't Apple break down yesterday? Okay, they had good earnings. China was a little factor, but Apple didn't crash. In fact, I think you see a stronger upside thrust going into Apple, and in the next week to 10 days, the odds are over 60% it breaks out to a newer high. That's right. Not many people have made that bold statement. I said newer high. And so we put on a little position, and it was a gamble option trade. It was a diagonal calendar. Look at our tweets. You'll see what I'm talking about. And I still think there's better upside coming in Apple. I don't want to be the consummate bull all the time, but I'm telling you something. This market still has the potential for a scary upside breakout. Lastly, let's take a look at ITW, Illinois Toolworks. Illinois Toolworks, if it breaks out of this yellow line in the sand, you can see we've done our analysis many times. Some of you caught me on the TD Ameritrade's morning drive, market drive. And I said, listen, I like Twitter. I like Apple. We were long those positions. We had option positions. We had stock positions. And I also said I like the stock market. Boom. And here we are. More importantly, I said on that show, Illinois Toolworks, maybe you don't want to buy it, but it's a great harbinger as far as an indicator in the market. As go Illinois Toolworks, so goes industrial. You don't know what these guys do. They make all kinds of stuff, and they make paints, by the way. Illinois Toolworks, they make epoxy resins for boat building, etc., etc. A lot of stuff behind the scenes here. This stock is starting to show more promise in the upside, and my volume indicator and the relative strength on a weekly basis is helping to confirm that this stock may be breaking out for a bigger move. Now, look at this. This broke out of a solid downtrend average high resistance short term. It closed higher, it dipped, and if we can see follow through, baby, ITW's got a big move coming. How big? I'd say from 125 measure up to this 157, add that distance to here, and it projects a move to test 176 minimum objective. We're waiting to see if we get some secondary follow through. That's what I wanted to point out to you, gang. So short term, let's see how this market ends, not just today, but this week. Don't sell this market short right now. I don't think it's worthy of selling short. There's too many things that are telling me that the market is still strong. And that was my message yesterday, and that is still my message to you today. And so far, I think a lot of you guys have given me thumbs up, not because you want to say, hey, thanks, John, for doing this, but because the information is right. We've been right in a lot of these YouTube videos because the analysis and the tools, I didn't recreate wheels. I modernized tools to help us to detect changes and rotation in sectors in the market. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. And by the way, wonderful things happening here at the Person Algo Optimizer. And by the way, as I pointed out, this volume structure was starting to weaken on that rally, which tells me that maybe we get a little lunchtime pullback. While we were talking, I was hoping to see if this market would scale out in front of you of this 15-minute trade, but it's got so much decent profit in it, why bother? With that said, crude oil gave up 2 trades today. Nice profit here, just got nicked out and went long the market. We'll see if we get some type of upside. This is kind of a tricky day, but this is algo trading. And as you can see, I'd rather make 50 cents on a winner and lose 15 cents on a loser. So in other words, make 50 cents on the winners and lose 15 cents. That's a good trading environment. Thanks for listening. Have a great afternoon. And again, I said that I would give you some insights on the monthly scans in yesterday's video. And here they are. So take a look, guys, ladies and gentlemen. Monthly scans on sell signals, bearish sell signals. We had 102 stocks, a couple utilities, Pinnacle West for one. Not many in the technology. You'll find a lot of these are just ultra small cap, dollar penny type stuff. Nothing that's really significant. Here's a $2.89 stock. Look in the services sector, nothing in here. I mean, I'm not even for sure who HCHC is. It's another $2 stock, so this is penny stuff. Looking at, not saying you can't make money in penny stock, it just, our indicators, this was the sell signal, stuff that was already weak that stays weak, right? Energy, not much there. Looking at, where are the big monthly reversals? They don't exist. All right, what about monthly high close dojis? and let's take a look at that because that's what we covered this morning. Just want to share it with you. All right. Middlesex Water, I'm not sure it's a high close doji. It just closed greater than a indecisive monthly candle. And that's what we're looking at right now with you guys. I just wanted you to see what the person's indicators reveal in the market. That's a strong momentum trade. Nokia, I mean, really? Nokia? We're going to buy Nokia? It did have a high close doji. It's got follow through upside. I don't know. Maybe they reinvent the greatest. I'm not saying they have a great phone anymore, but I do remember not long ago, maybe I'm getting older with the gray hair, but I remember having that Matrix phone, the Nokia. It was the coolest thing ever. And then the BlackBerry, and then finally Apple, right? So anyway, look at some of these names that you got in here, which are generating buy signals in the market. An interesting one that we picked out, by the way, on a Dick's Sporting, which actually took over Sports Authority's bankruptcy, right? They took over their problem. Here's another one, Guess Jeans. I mean, I don't know if the retail apparel is getting ready to go, but that's a weird pattern right there, and we'd be watchful to see if there's actually follow through in Guess Jeans, but that might be something. T-Mobile, another one. So you're seeing some better buy signals in higher quality stocks than you were sell signals, number one. Number two, let's take a look at how many overall buy signals on the monthly basis were there. 187. How many were there in sell signals? There was a total of 102. By the way, I don't want to cheat you. Let's take a look. S&P, NASDAQ, nice. I ran scans in all of those market segments. That's how many sell signals for the month generated, 102. What about comparing the apple? Is it an apple or is it an orange? Same stock sectors. Nice NASDAQ, S&P 500. So we got almost double the buy signals on a month than sell signals. That's not representative of a weak market condition. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned. And by the way, if you're interested in more of what we do around here, come visit and sign up. Come see our trade room. I think you're going to, I don't know why you wouldn't want to see this stuff. It's very powerful. So thanks for again. And if you do like it, give a thumbs up. If you don't like it, tell me why. But just don't give a thumbs down just because you don't like my voice, right? Thanks again. If there's something you think we could improve on, give it to me and we'll put it out there for you. Thanks again.